Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Friends, Season 8, Episodes 7 and 8. Not a whole lot to say at the beginning before we get into these episodes here. I mean, we do have some interesting things left off. Is Ross still going to be going out with Mona? Is Ross going to wake up and realize that if he wants to ever be with Rachel, he needs to go for Rachel? And is there any chance we're going to see more of Sean Penn? That's the biggest thing. I don't think we are. I feel like that was just a guest appearance for one episode, but it could be like Bruce Willis where we have, kind of a bigger star in more than one episode. And if that happens, I'd be very interested to see what happens between he and Phoebe. But as always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that is up on Patreon along with future episodes of Friends, if you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel, thank you so much to everyone who does. Also, in case you've missed it, I am reacting to The Big Bang Theory along with Friends. Of course, the full reactions to that are up on Patreon, but don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss those reactions every week. Let's just get right into it. Friends, Season 8, Episodes 7 and 8.
Hey.
Oh
What are
my
you reading,
God,
Chandler?
you cleaned!
Did he clean well enough for Monica standards?
You did, you cleaned!
Hey,
and
did he
nagging
just-
works!
I didn't actually do this.
Oh no, was I cleaning in my sleep again?
How many times has it been?
I got a maid. Adored the way that you arranged the sponges.
Does that count for
Did
something?
you really say that?
Oh, okay, it does.
I thought it was a joke. What's the matter?
When I'm this anxious, I clean.
That option is no longer available. I mean, honestly, cleaning as an outlet to help cope with anxiety is pretty amazing, Monica, right? Whose is that?
Just so annoying.
I think it's coming from your bag.
Oh, Phoebe. Phoebe, the hypocrisy.
Hello?
Hi, it's
Oh, dang, okay, he's back.
a party. Ursula's
I'm happy.
fiance.
Oh my God.
They're still engaged?
Wait, how'd you get this number?
A friend who's a cop, and he got it for me.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
I thought you should know I broke up with Ursula.
Oh,
you
okay,
did?
good.
You did it,
Thank
you did it.
goodness. Celebration time for Phoebe.
If you were the sort of person who eats lunch,
That's not what I thought he was going to say.
Kind of weird.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Wait, I was just saying that so you'd think I was a good person.
He's building the suspense.
I won't take no for an answer.
Not great, but we can work on it at lunch.
Well, how do you know where I live?
I've got friends too.
She actually knows? Or is she just bluffing?
Ross, I can't make lunch.
Dang, dang. That's brutal to say.
I don't want my child's first words to be, how you doing?
That'd be pretty adorable, right?
And if you're looking for a place, I just heard a woman in my building died.
Does she have a view?
How great would that be, huh? You living in my building? I could help take care of the baby.
One step closer to each other? Okay.
Well, can we see it? Oh, maybe we shouldn't, if she just died this morning. Shall we?
Yeah.
That was an appropriate pause before they said anything.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
She didn't pass away.
What?
What?
Mother's still alive.
Oh, thank God.
Ross, where did you get your information?
We were going to lose her this morning, but she's a tough old bird.
In the laundry room.
You speak Dutch. Van mijn moeder te ontmoeten.
I would, but it's just too painful.
Okay, that's actually a decent cover. That's a decent
So
cover.
she's really not dead.
No.
Bummer!
Do you think? Could you tell me? Is she hanging in a one bedroom or a two?
Where did you get it? I make it myself. The secret ingredient is, you know what? We just met.
Yeah, you can't trust her with that. Keep it secret.
Go get the clothes from the laundry room now. When I come back, I'll clean behind the refrigerator.
I mean, if Monica ever loses her job cooking, like, she should become a cleaner just because she would love working every day, right? And she'd be amazing. What?
See, I told you.
She stole my jeans.
What? She stole her jeans? Are you sure they're yours, Monica, not just the same pair, same brand?
Don't you see? It's the perfect crime.
That would be so brazen.
ink stain on the crotch. Now, when she comes back, I will
Oh my
find it and show
gosh.
you that stain.
Monica, this guy, I feel like I know where this is going.
Shouldn't we give her the benefit of the doubt before we go snooping around her crotch?
I'm just glad I didn't give her my secret ingredient.
Out of curiosity, what is your secret ingredient?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will never know, Chandler. It's okay. You don't want to know.
Shaky, angry way that you are, though.
Saw Ursula. I had to get the engagement ring back.
That must have been fun.
I get so angry just looking at her face. When I look at you, I see her. When I see her...
This is not going the way I thought it was going to go.
Maybe this is too weird.
No, wait. There's only a problem when I look at you.
I mean, what? No eye contact.
Don't tear out your eyes!
I was just gonna...
Taking out his contacts, right? Yeah, okay.
So, is that better?
Not really.
You're too close. Stand further away.
You're blurry, but you still look like Ursula. You're Blursula.
Maybe he and Ursula were meant for each other.
See, it works. I'm not angry at all anymore. This is a great date.
Don't turn around.
Look, I like you, but it shouldn't be this hard, you know? This is our first date, you know?
Yeah.
Touch my hand and, you know, first kisses,
Oh.
second kisses.
Okay, well, I guess he's no longer angry.
Thanks for the coffee. Or, bedankt voor de koffie.
Ross, there's gotta be an easier way.
Dat is te gek. Heb je familie daar?
Yeah, we're done.
Come on.
You want to go see that new IMAX movie on tide pools?
Really?
No.
I just have to stop by my place.
Do this every time, Ross.
Wait,
You're
what do
not
you
going to
do?
be on TV.
Oh, maybe he will be.
Are you switching apartments?
That's not for me, it's for Rachel.
But Rachel has an apartment.
Yeah, but when the...
Oh, no.
She is?
Yeah.
Joey.
You don't expect it to...
Is he gonna be heartbroken?
Hey, Gunther, you're an ezel.
Jij hebt seks met ezels.
I need subtitles. I want to know the insults.
Nice jeans. Oh, thanks.
Monica can't resist. I hope she actually stole Monica's jeans.
What happened?
I'm drunk.
Oh.
I don't know.
I fell asleep.
Oh, okay. That's actually not too bad. Can you get the right angle? Oh my gosh. I know she's gonna see her doing this. Oh shoot, don't fall.
Hello.
She's quitting.
I've never had a maid before. Is this not okay?
That maid is gonna run as far away as she can.
I ate way too much.
But never enough. I mean, there's always room for pizza, right?
You said that you were looking for a new place?
Certain Dutch people would just let go. No room for a baby here.
No room. It's a baby. This big.
I mean, it's small.
You wouldn't even notice it. Where's the baby?
That's not how it's gonna be like with a baby.
Put it, I mean, a baby changes everything. They cry all the time.
Yeah.
I could use a challenge. It's getting pretty easy. I love living with you so much.
Oh.
Things didn't have to change. You know, I blame Ross for this.
I mean, he is partially
I do too, a little bit.
responsible.
You're the hottest roommate I ever had.
And he's interviewed quite a few ladies to be his roommate.
Oh, I have a massage appointment.
I don't know if this is gonna work out.
I love the way you kiss.
That's the thing I'm worst at. You'll see.
That's a tease for later.
Hey, I think Brenda needs a raise.
How come?
Because I put my head between her legs?
I'm surprised she's still here.
Are you sure? Did you see the stain?
No, I was just getting into position
my
and then
gosh.
everything went dark.
You should have at least looked while you were there.
She's wearing my bra.
Oh, dear God. Don't recognize that you're crazy?
Here's the plan, okay?
I actually feel like Monica, it's so crazy, Monica has to be right.
There's another plan. No.
Did you not hear where my head was?
But it's worse if Chandler does it.
We're in this together.
I fear a jury will see it the same way.
I catch you looking at women's breasts all the time.
You see that?
Do you see this? On the right cup, the lacy part, there's a very noticeable rip.
You need new clothes.
There's no way this is gonna go well. It's gonna go so badly.
How is she?
It's not looking good.
Oh.
Would you like to come in and say goodbye? Her memory is pretty much gone.
All right, then.
Ross is like, okay, it's safe. If he had an iPhone, he could take pictures, send it to Rachel.
What sex?
Our sex.
We didn't have sex.
Ursula came over?
Was somebody looked an awful lot like.
Oh my gosh, dang.
She was wearing different clothes.
Oh, I was just so excited to see you.
Ew, ew, ew.
Is that even the truth?
You smell just like her.
Yeah, so do you.
All right, well, that's over. You need more than luck for this to work, Chandler.
I'm leaning.
It's a special yoga pose.
Brenda, a bee.
What?
Yes, it's flown into your blouse and you better lest it sting you.
No.
I think I know what's going on here.
You do?
I know it must be hard that your wife is a lesbian.
I totally understand. Just see your bra.
Where did you get those jeans?
You gave them to me.
No, I didn't.
I don't think she did. Okay, the truth.
Did you take my bra too?
What bra?
The pink one with the flowers.
Are you wearing it?
One that you're wearing?
Okay, Monica, you did.
I quit.
I mean, I'm surprised you lasted that
Sounds
long.
about right.
What is this?
Hey, this is just to give you an idea. Okay, well, we can put screen.
Oh, but Ross is gonna be so sad.
And you gave the baby Hugsy.
Joey's like, no.
You know, why don't I hold on to him so there's no confusion?
Joey's like, don't worry, I would never give you away.
It's gonna be up all night.
I'm up all night.
It's gonna poop.
Hello?
Joey's like, I'm a baby, okay? It's perfect.
It'll also be really, really great. Please, Rachel.
Will it actually
I
work?
really want...
I didn't expect this if she stays.
I want me to stay too.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay.
I found it on the street.
Are you really? It's in such good condition.
You cleaned it, right?
Moving.
Ooh.
It's still.
Oh.
Tail, get it out of here.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, come on, no way. Rethink what you just decided, Rachel.
Well, the old lady died. Her dying wish was for one last kiss.
Ross is always in trouble kissing people.
I think I'm gonna stay here.
Isn't that great?
I do feel bad for Ross.
Measles!
Poor Ross. Ugh.
I'm having dinner with my dad tomorrow night. Do you want to come?
Sure, yeah, he's kind of sexy.
That's why you want to go?
We'll just come up with some kind of signal. If it's going well, you can take off. Rachel, this is also Papa Don't Preach.
Also, what?
Would make me eat the entire pack.
Gosh, I'm not gonna let that man make you eat your baby.
Hey, that's the same dad who like made Rachel so stressed out on the boat, right?
Monica, he's the stripper from your bachelorette party.
Oh, okay.
Her what?
Secret bachelorette party. She untied his G-string with her teeth. Somebody stop me!
It's too late. Never tell Phoebe your secrets.
They surprised me. There was nothing I could do.
Well, you could have untied it with your hands.
One thing I wanted to do is throw my best friend a bachelor party, but I wasn't allowed to.
That is kind of a bummer he didn't get one.
The two pillars of marriage are...
I knew giving you that book was going to come back and bite me in the ass.
I mean, he's not wrong. I feel bad for Chandler.
Oh, I don't eat meat.
It's chicken.
That's mean.
I never understand you lesbians.
What?
I ordered the 75. Why would you bring me sewage?
Dang, poor waiter.
Are you an idiot? Is that why you're a waiter?
Oh my gosh.
manager I wouldn't wait on you tonight.
Bringing the waiter to tears.
In case you didn't notice, that is a scary man.
The 74 is absolute piss.
Someone who's better at wine, tell me if that's true.
I'm going to wait a couple of years, and then the baby will tell him.
I support this plan.
Phoebe? Hey, that is the baby's problem.
And the baby's choice.
Everything okay with the waiter?
I have no idea. I went to the bathroom.
I mean, of course he doesn't care.
You were starting to tell me what is new with you.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I got TiVo.
That's the
What's
big
TiVo?
news.
It's slang for pregnant.
Are you kidding?
Are you really pregnant?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no.
No.
So just yes.
So to sum it up, yeah. It's Ross. Ross, you like Ross? Oh, Daddy, I hope you're okay with all of this. This is a good thing. This is your first grandchild.
He doesn't care.
No.
Oh, he does. Dang, okay.
Oh, so when is the wedding?
The who?
The what?
You sit there and tell me that my first grandchild's going to be a bastard.
Ross is celebrating. Ross,
It's going to be a wedding.
Ross is celebrating. I think Ross met with the father before this.
Seeing you lecture today.
Oh, actually, no, it wasn't.
Although,
She stayed awake for the whole lecture?
For showing me your semi-precious stone collection. It was amazing.
I feel like she doesn't like any of this.
Must be good in bed.
she's so...
Huh?
Well, I was going to say sweet, but huh?
Okay with Rachel and the baby?
Well, I haven't actually told her yet. I don't want to scare her.
He wants to propose first.
Tonight, you're gonna have a bachelor party.
What?
Yeah, I got this number.
Really?
Honey, that's crazy. I don't want you to get me a stripper.
Will you let the lady talk?
Joey's like, stop this right now.
1 year is paper, but 2 months is lap dance.
Joey's like, that's my marriage.
Just watch the hot woman get naked.
All right, fine, but I'm only doing this for you.
If any stranger in the coffee shop was overhearing this conversation.
Anyone who would cancel an actual date just to go to a fake bachelor.
I'm sorry, I got to cancel tonight, baby.
I already have a unicorn baptism and a leprechaun bar mitzvah.
Maybe Phoebe can tell the truth once again.
74 Latour is actually drinking quite nicely.
Phoebe, when did you become an expert on wine?
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna be strong.
Good luck.
I think I may be able to book the plaza on short notice.
Really?
Okay, the wedding is back on. The wedding is on.
Ross and I are not getting
What?
married. I'm sorry, Daddy.
I don't believe this. This is unacceptable, Rachel. And I want to know why.
It's so aggressive.
Ross won't marry you? That's it. Is that it?
Yes, he says I'm damaged goods.
No, Rachel, no, he's gonna go kill Ross. You cannot say that. Oh, this seems fun. This seems so much fun.
Nervous about getting married?
Joey's in character as an actor, of course.
Never gonna be with another woman again. To wake up to the same face every day. Finally have the sweet release of death.
It's not too late to back out now.
You're right. This is more fun.
Hi.
Hi.
Which one of you lucky boys is Chandler?
That's me.
Joey, you're gonna take...
All right, whenever you're ready.
In the bedroom?
Why would she go in the bedroom?
I'm waiting.
So she's a...
Yep, that's one naked hooker.
Monica, where did you hire this person?
You're more than just dinosaurs.
So
Much more. Much more.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So sorry.
Oh, forget it. It's from Pier 1.
okay. What now? The universe hates Ross, right? The universe hates Ross. What did he do in a past life?
You can lock up?
Oh my gosh. It's over. It's over.
You know, this is actually not a great time for me.
Oh, that's brutal. That's a death blow.
First you get my Rachel pregnant?
You got Rachel pregnant?
Who did?
You did!
Yes. It was just a one-night thing. It meant nothing.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
Means to you nothing?
No. I care. I love Rachel.
What?
Oh, but not that way.
There's no escape.
I offered to marry her, but I didn't want to.
It's spend your time with this tramp?
Tramp?
I'm sorry. Mona, Dr. Green?
They're never gonna see each other.
She's a hooker and a stripper, but she got confused about what she's supposed to do.
She's like, what day is today?
Maybe Monica's playing a joke on you.
I don't think so.
Husband a hooker? That's pretty funny.
Maybe for my birthday, she'll murder someone.
Ross was in on it too. I mean, he was conveniently busy.
Oh, Ross is wishing he was anywhere else.
How could you have kept all of this from me?
I was going to tell you, but...
But what? You dump her like you did Rachel.
Hey, I did not dump Rachel, nor are we still together.
What could make this worse?
Can I just...
It's Joey. There's a hooker over here, and we thought maybe you'd know something about it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No.
I need to lie down.
The universe hates Ross. It could not get worse than this. How could it get worse than that?
Say, who's the party for?
For my husband?
You hired your husband a hooker?
Is that what they call strippers sometimes?
When they're hookers.
Is there anything you're really bad at, you know, sexually?
This is the worst bachelor party ever. You do it.
You do it.
All right, rock, paper, scissors, who has to tell the whore to leave?
I missed this.
I don't think we've actually done this before.
The rock, paper, scissors.
Not like we used to. Remember, you and me used to be inseparable.
That's true.
For now on, we'll make time to hang out with each other.
Come here.
Oh, God. Listen, I am this close to robbing you guys.
At least she's letting you know.
We spoke on the phone?
So your dad dropped by. He's a pleasant man.
You might better go.
Okay, Phoebe is the audience right now. How could you leave?
Ross, I'm so sorry. Okay, I promise I will straighten this out with...
You can't fix it. You can't.
I don't care about your dad. I care about Mona.
Okay, I'll fix that too. What's her email address?
If emails could solve that, the world would have no problems.
That's it? You call that a fight? Come on! We were on a break. Now we were.
I agree. That fight was better.
So sorry about my father. Heard that you totally held your own. You're gonna have to tell me how you did that. We drove each other crazy. I mean, he was possessive. He was jealous. He could never...
Oh my gosh, Rachel, 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 what are you doing?
None of that compared to how kind and gentle and...
Ross is like, I know.
Probably shouldn't touch me.
I don't want to get in the middle of something so complicated.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
But we all have our baggage. You must too. Why else would you still be single?
Yeah, I don't think Rachel saved anything.
I thought it was better that you heard it from Rachel's father.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
I made a mistake, but it's only because I really, really like you. Really.
Did Ross actually save this?
I guess you can close the door now.
She must really like Ross, right? Putting up with all the things she has no interest in and this. What now? Oh my gosh.
You guys made up. He's a good kisser, isn't he?
Rachel, Rachel.
I swear I didn't know she was a hooker. I mean,
Of course not.
I promised you a stripper, and you're gonna get a stripper.
Monica, wait.
What?
Carry on.
It runs in the family getting the leather off, right?
I think I'll take them off.
Could you not narrate?
Taylor.
Is Monica gonna be able to stand somebody getting broken? Okay, she is.
Just because you're not in love with the guy,
Oh, you told your dad the truth about an hour ago.
Oh,
Want to
we've
go
all
see a
been
movie?
here.
Yes.
Just leave the phone on. Leave it on, yes. He won't even know you've gone. Don't worry. It's your conscience, Joey.
Hey, I do too think about the consequence.
But what gives you the right to...
Go to hell!
Stupid guy on my phone.
I mean, if someone randomly say that on your phone, I think that is the perfect way to handle it. All right, so that is Friends, Season 8, Episodes 7 and 8. I don't want to jinx this by saying this, but I think the winning streak is continuing for just some really strong, really well-written, really engaging episodes. I mean, this season is really, really good. I feel like this is, and once again, I hope I'm not jinxing it, and I've enjoyed every season of the show so far, but this is really, really making a strong impression with the first 8 episodes of season 8. I mean, if the whole season continues like this, I'll be very, very impressed. We got what I wanted in episode 7, right? We got more of Sean Penn, and I will say that story turned out differently than I thought. I mean, I guess I'm not too surprised that things didn't work out. I do imagine that it would be a little bit odd, and there could be complications if you were dating the twin sister and you had just broken up. But I feel like maybe I didn't pick up on this, that Eric, I believe that's his name, Sean Penn's character, but he was a little bit more eccentric, I guess, than I thought he was from the previous episode of the Halloween party. I mean, he seemed like he did have some issues with his temper, and then I wonder with the whole Ursula situation. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Ursula to pretend that she's Phoebe to trick her ex-fiance, but I don't know, he just... It seemed pretty clear to me that it wasn't gonna work out, so I'm not too surprised that it didn't. And then we had Chandler and Monica, who hired a maid to help clean their apartment, which I definitely understand why Chandler would want to do that. I mean, to clean things to the standard that Monica wants, I feel like that's a challenge that very few guys would be up for and would be able to achieve, you know, on a consistent basis at least. I mean, that would be a real challenge. Of course, it just got increasingly more and more awkward as Monica was convinced that the girl was taking her clothes and was wearing them. I mean, have nothing but respect for someone who pulled that off, because to pull off such a small crime in such an outlandish, bold way, like, respect to you. Like, if anyone has done that, I don't think anyone would admit to it in the comments of a random friend's YouTube video, but I'm just saying, can you imagine someone actually doing that? Like, someone who you pay to clean your house. I mean, I understand maybe if they steal something, I'm sure that happens from time to time, but to take your clothes and to wear them while you're still cleaning the house would just be phenomenal. That's actually why I expected that was going to be the twist, because that's so unthinkable. I was like, the show is going to make this character actually do that. But no. That's not what happened. Instead, we just have Monica and Chandler both embarrassing themselves. And the lady, like I said, I don't blame her at all for quitting. I'm surprised she didn't run much sooner. But then I think my favorite storyline of that episode was actually Rachel looking for a new apartment. It was just such an awkward situation where Ross is like, oh, someone passed away. And they both like are kind of walking on eggshells around that issue, right? For obvious reasons. You don't want to be celebrating someone's death, but at the same time, Rachel does want an apartment. And it was just kind of dark and kind of awkward, and I thought that setup and whole situation worked really well. You know, the twist that the lady is actually still alive, and then Ross having to pretend like he knows her, and then like there was the one scene where they said that she wasn't gonna hold on, and I swear like Ross's facial expression was so perfect. Like immediately he was happy, but then he had to control himself and just force it down. But then it turns out something that was a little bit surprising to me is how much Joey really wanted Rachel to stay. I actually thought maybe his feelings would be a little bit hurt, like, you know, Joey is a little bit sensitive. Maybe he'd feel like Rachel doesn't want him as a roommate, and so he'd be hurt by that. But it seemed a little bit different than that. It seemed like Joey just genuinely loves having Rachel as his roommate and was willing to go to like quite a few lengths to get her to stay. And I was like, okay, I mean, they do have a special bond, and I could see both Rachel and Joey being quite cool as roommates. I feel like their personalities do mesh well as far as like that living situation. I don't know if it's actually like, does Joey know what he's signing up for? Actually having a baby with your roommate that's crying? I don't know. I'll be curious what actually happens when Rachel actually does have her kid, if Joey changes his mind. But at least for now, it was kind of a sweet moment. He goes through all the effort, you know, to get the cradle and everything, even though you really should clean that. don't take it off the streets. I mean, come on, don't ever do that, please. At least clean it, come on. But then poor Ross, like after all of that and all of his efforts, not to mention, at least in my opinion, I feel like at least part of him was hoping like, oh, Rachel's gonna be close, maybe, who knows what that will lead to. And that could just be on a subconscious level. In fact, I think so, because Ross does genuinely seem to be really infatuated and really care for Mona at this point. So I don't think he's secretly trying to trick Rachel into getting closer to him, but I do think he does care for her, and it would just be a convenient setup too if they are going to be co-parenting, that they live in the same building. But no, all that effort was wasted, Ross. All that time spent with your neighbor who you never knew before this. Rachel, at least for now, is staying with Joey. And then episode 8, we get the big reveal that Monica had a secret bachelorette party without telling Chandler, and Chandler and Joey are both upset about that for different reasons. I mean, it's obviously for comedic purposes, but I do understand being a little bit like, really? You just had, why did you just tell, if you want to have a bachelorette party, that's great, have a bachelorette party, but why did you have to keep it secret? Like, at least let Chandler have a bachelor party. I don't understand the need for secrecy. But anyways, Monica does feel really guilty about that, and so she's just desperately trying to make it up to Chandler, and so a very unenthusiastic Chandler and a very enthusiastic Joey decide to throw the saddest bachelor party of all time. I mean, you could just see from you could mute the episode and just show the visual of like Chandler sitting there and Joey sitting there, and like, come on, that's not a bachelor party. But then on top of that, with Joey like being in character, telling Chandler like, are you sure you want to go through with this, with the marriage? I mean, I have to agree with Chandler, like that's got to be one of the worst bachelor parties of all time. And then to make things worse, the stripper that Monica hired turns out not to be a stripper. And so that was just a funny dilemma, obviously, as we see Chandler trying to deal with that, Joey trying to deal with that, both of them kind of in shock and denial about the reality of their situation, and then Monica finding out, racing back. But my favorite moment of that storyline was actually kind of the more serious thing that happened, where Joey just has a really honest moment with Chandler where he's like, I miss this, I miss us spending time together. And I think that's true, like that's true in the show. There's definitely been a change in the dynamic since Chandler's gotten together with Monica, especially now that he's married to her. And then I also think it's just true with real life, right? I feel like as you get older in life, I feel like it's very easy to grow distant from some of your friends that you were super close to, but especially after you get married, it's not something I have direct experience with, but just anecdotally, I think that's very, very common that when you get married, and especially once you start having kids, but even once you get married, or sometimes even when you're in a serious relationship, even before you're married, that does occupy just so much of your time and your attention that it's just natural to grow distant from some of your friends. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. Some of that is just the progression of different stages of your life, but at the same time, like sometimes it is good to be aware of that and then to make the extra effort to spend more time together. So I thought it was kind of sweet how Joey and Chandler were recognizing that and kind of bonding and getting closer. Monica just rushes in full panic while they're having this sweet kind of bonding moment under very, let's just say, unique setting and circumstances. By far the best storyline of that episode was with Rachel and her father, and the whole thing from start to finish just worked so well. I mean, Rachel brings Phoebe along for moral support. Phoebe, because she likes older guys, I'm assuming. Has she met Rachel's father? I don't think so. I mean, we've seen Rachel's father and he is always quite memorable. I do really like his character showing up. Not an appearance you will forget anytime soon. But this might have been his best appearance in the show so far. I mean, he is so rude and aggressive. Like, just the way he handled the waiter was great. And you could feel the pressure mounting as Rachel is trying to break the news. I love how Phoebe just straight up told him. Like, the way she did it is just like, oh yeah, TiVo, that's another word for pregnant. I mean, only Phoebe, but it might work out for the best, because honestly, I don't know if Rachel would ever have worked up the courage to tell her father. And surprisingly, he was okay with that, but then of course he switches to like, you better be getting married, you have to be getting married. And I just like how each time Rachel caved and she tried to stay strong, but then she would just tell another lie to get herself out of that uncomfortable situation and kind of dodge her father's anger. Expressions during that dinner scene were just great. The way his eyes were just like so wide and he was just so so rude. He's raising his voice in like some nice restaurant. He doesn't even care. I just thought that was great. And then everything was just tied together perfectly with Ross. And you see Ross alone with Mona. And you're like, oh, is there going to be a problem because she's so bored with all of Ross' interests? No. And then she breaks the thing and they're like, is that going to be a problem? No, it's going to be a great night for Ross. He's moving forward in this relationship with this girl that he's so infatuated with. And then, of course, that's when Rachel's father shows up furious. I mean, that was such a perfectly horrible situation with Ross. I love the dynamic of that scene with Ross trying to justify his behavior and say how much he likes Rachel with one half, and then the other half trying to be like, no, but I don't actually care for her. I love her, but not in that way. I just think the writing, the setup, the whole scene was done so well. And then, in the aftermath, Rachel does her best to smooth things over. I'm actually surprised. I actually thought that was going to be the last we see of Mona, and I don't think Mona's going to last much longer, all things considered, but Rachel tries to smooth things over and ends up not really helping. I feel like Rachel has done this more than once in many of these situations where she's trying to help, and the more she talks, the worse it gets, and it's kind of amazing to watch unfold. But then, surprisingly, Ross kind of saves it himself. Right? I mean, like I said, you can really tell that Mona must genuinely like Ross quite a bit. Otherwise, she would have been gone way before this, right? So that almost makes the stakes even bigger when Ross is desperately trying to save this relationship or this potential relationship with Mona, right? Because they must have something genuine together. But we will see. I wouldn't put my money on that relationship lasting too long, but maybe. We could be surprised. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they had Ross start this relationship when I really thought they were setting up this season with more will they, won't they with Rachel. And they might go back to that, but I don't know. Like, if things get more serious with Mona, maybe they're going to have Rachel start dating someone, and we're going to kind of forget about that dynamic, and they're just going to move forward co-parenting. For a second, I even thought that they were going to strengthen the will they, won't they, because Rachel was going to agree to the fake wedding, and it was going to be this elaborate cover story she couldn't escape. But then, of course, that changed pretty quickly. That was just a kind of a humorous moment in the episode. I feel conflicted, but I guess if I had to put money on it now, I would say that Ross and Rachel are not going to get together. I could be wrong. I feel like it's very close to 50-50, but the way that they kind of started down that route and then stopped, I mean, I know it's classic will they, won't they, but I feel like they're going to do something else, and that they'll both just have to figure out a way to get along when Rachel has this child and just both be good parents to their kid. But like I said, I've been impressed with season 8 so far, and I thought these episodes were both really strong, and I am also 1000% convinced. I mean, there's no shadow of a doubt anymore. The universe hates Ross. Let's just be very clear. Like, statistically, he is just cursed in so many ways in his life, and are we evil for enjoying it, for laughing at him? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that says about me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. As always, the full unedited reaction is up on Patreon, along with future episodes of Season 8 of Friends. If you don't want to wait and you care to support the channel, thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.